If you have a magnetic craft mat, chances are you also have one of these. Today we're going to make a DIY project to tame this magnetic monster. So stay tuned. Hey crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs and welcome to my channel. The other day I was looking for one of my magnets and was getting super frustrated that everything was on my desk all stuck together like this, and so I was kind of coming up with some ideas of how I can make these accessible but also organized, because this takes up a lot of room on my desk and it's kind of a mess if I only need this one thing. So anyway, so I started thinking, what could I do? And I got the idea to use picture frames, and I have magnetic sheets here, and these are adhesive backed. I don't know if you've seen another video that I have, but I like to make my own DIY magnet sheets for my dies. So I have some of these around. Let me just show you an example so I can show you. So this is how I usually store like my word dies and everything, so I can keep everything all together. I will link over to that video just so you can check it out if you're looking for ideas for that. So anyway, so I had these magnetic sheets and I thought to myself, I know I can make something like this. So today I have a couple of different ways that we can use picture frames to kind of tame these magnetic monsters that we have around our house. I just want to show you an example to start. So this is just one that could just sit, really on the corner of your desk, really small and cute. This is a 3x3, and I just took a piece of, I had this really beautiful, this is just vellum, cut a piece of that, and I have in here 3 layers total of the magnetic sheet stacked up. Put the vellum on top of that, put the glass on top of that. So I just have this little one that I can just sit, on my desk if I just want to keep a couple of magnets. Super handy right there, right? So this could be one that just sits there all the time. Whereas I'm going to show you a bigger one that you could put on the side of your cubby or on the wall to put those kind of bigger, so they're all sticking together, like a big ruler or your ink pad holders and things like that, so they're within reach, but they're not kind of adding to this big huge magnetic pile. So let's get started. All right, so what I have, I did a little bit of prep work. So this is just a 5x7 regular. I got this at Michael's, and I was just there and found this gorgeous fall paper. Let me show you. Enchanted Botanica. It's got a lot of like dark and moody fall stuff. So what I did was I cut a piece of pattern paper, and this is 5x7. Just going to put it in there like I would put in a photo. And then what I did for the magnets, this is actually 3 layers. So I used I have this big Score Pal scoring board. So what I did was I peeled back a little bit of the release paper, put this in the corner, lined up the next layer, like pretend this is a magnet, lined up the next layer, stuck that together, peeled off the rest so that everything was lined up perfectly. And so now I have 3 layers of magnet. Depending on how strong your magnet sheets are, you can play around and see what works. Because I'm putting really kind of heavy duty things on, I wanted this to be very strong magnetic magnetically. So I'm just going to put that in there. And then we have the back. And then I kind of like, for this project, I like the kind on the back that you just fold down the sides. Because sometimes when you have those little like ones that you are on a swivel, if what's behind here was too thick, it might be really difficult to do the swivel. But this, it doesn't really matter. You can just push them down to wherever, however thick this is. So look how beautiful this is, right? And so then, I mean, it just looks like a work of art anyway. So the really cool thing is that you could completely customize this of how, whatever paper you want, if you want paper or not, whatever frame you want, if you want it fancy or you just kind of plain, whatever matches your decor. But now that this is on here, right? And you can put, organize this however you want. But they're stuck on here now. And they are organized. And if you had, a nice shelf you could put this on, or in the corner if you had room, or this one even you could fold these out and you could hang this up on the wall. I'm going to show you a bigger one, and I'm actually going to use the Velcro command strips around the edges, and it does not have this flap thing here, so it'll be perfectly against my cubby. So here is one example, and this is just using the pattern paper, and it will go through the glass, and that's also kind of why I wanted to have so many layers of magnetic so that it would stay. And let's give it, if I can get the ruler out. This is probably the heaviest one. And that stays. No problem. And you can just take it right off. Okay? Alright, so here's one example using the pattern paper. This one's actually using the vellum. And then the next example I have for you is we are going to use vinyl to cover the magnet. Okay, so originally I was thinking that I would use contact paper to go around the magnetic stack, but then I was thinking maybe it would be better with using the permanent vinyl, because it's a little bit smoother, and I think it's a little bit thinner than contact paper, so I feel like the magnets would stick a little bit better. While I was at Michael's, I picked up, they have these 12 by 12 sheets, and it is a like a variety pack. So this one has different metallics in it, like sparkles, and then this one had some pinks and some purples. So out of this pack I grabbed this like lavender. Okay, so I have the frame and I have the glass. I'm just going to set this aside. So the thing that's going to be facing the first layer out is going to be the magnets. And again, I have the 3 layers. This is 8 by 10. And that fits right in there. And then I'm going to put the glass behind that. So the magnet side is the first thing that's going to be showing on this one. And I wanted to do that because I am putting, pretty substantial things on there, like with the ruler and the ink pad holder and all that kind of a thing. So, all right, I'm going to try to figure out the best way to put this on. So I have this vinyl, which has seemed to collect at every piece of dust in my craft area. So I have the long top edge peeled back. I'm just putting this on the non-sticky side and kind of rolling this down a little bit so that I can hopefully get the placement pretty centered. And it doesn't need to be perfect. All right, and then once you have that on, you can use a brayer or just use your fingers to kind of push the air out. You can use, like if you had like a little card, just to smooth that out. And it's kind of fun. The bubbles actually move underneath the vinyl. All right, and then once you have that set, and then you're gonna want to fold this in. So on each corner, you're just going to cut off the triangle. And it's kind of like when you're making a like a shaker card sometimes, and you're making a pocket. You're just mitering the corner here so you can fold it in without excess edges. I just fold these up. I'm not sure if this is going to stick to the backing or if we're going to have to take the backing off, but we shall see. So now we can get this put together. All right, so first I am putting the magnetic piece, and then the glass, and then the backer. And like I was saying on the other one, I really like this one if you're going to put it on your cubby or on your wall, because it doesn't have the arm. So you can put the Velcro strips around the edges and it won't, you know, won't get in the way of anything. So, all right, just fold these down. All right, ta-da, let's see. Yep. Yay. I'm pretty excited about this. I have a spot right on the edge of my cubby that I want to use. I have these command hooks, and these are, there's extra large, large. I got these because they're the 20-pound. Not that these are 20-pound, but I wanted to make sure that this would stick once it is up. So, what you would want to do is you make little pairs of the Velcros, and then take off the back of one, And then you just position this right along the edge. And the thing I really like about the command Velcro strips is that you can take this off of your wall or your cubby or whatever it is, and it will not hurt it once you want to take that off. So it's a really good alternative for hanging things up. So I'm going to go around and put one on the top and the bottom and the other side. Alright, I'm going to take the backers off of these and hang it up on my cubby, and then I will show you a picture of what it looks like. Alright, so here is the big one on the side of my cubby, and it's holding well and everything is stuck on and great, and I put all of my bigger things on this one to kind of keep them out of the way, but they're within reach, so if I need to just grab, you know, one of the ink trays or the ruler or one of the bigger magnets, I can do that. All right, so here are our 3 examples on ways we can tame that magnetic monster. We have that little tiny one that can sit right on our desk that could just hold, you know, the little magnets that you need to use. The littler ones tend to want to jump together. So just, you know, keep an eye on that, but at least they are all together on there out of the way. And then we have this other one that is a larger picture frame, and on this one we had used the vellum behind. This one we used a piece of patterned paper, and I have a little bit bigger magnets on here. You could also put all of these on here, depending on your space. And then this one is the one on the cubby. So this is sticking on here awesomely. We have the Velcro on the back, and so I have my ruler. I stacked up the ink trays to save some space on there. I have my big bar magnets here, and a couple of extra little ones. So that is another example. So if you're looking for more easy organizational tips, I do have an entire playlist dedicated to craft organization, so you can go check that out and click that right on your screen right now. And I'll also put there my card making playlist, so if you are looking for any card making inspiration, I have a ton of card tutorials there. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and until next time, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.